Mr. Nev says, afternoon from blustery Hartlepool. It's blustery Barnet as well, I can tell you. Having said that, it was very, very windy here last season. I think it was the week after we'd gone to Fylde when the corner flags were more or less touching the floor. It wasn't quite as windy as that, but it's still going to make a big difference to the game, I would imagine, this afternoon. Here's Donaldson, left-hand side, inside his own half. Clears it long, up towards Keane. Defender gets there first, but Houlihan suddenly bursts onto it, and Toure now has got Keane to his right. This is an interesting attack. Toure holds onto it though. He's going to try a shot, is he? He does, and it's blocked by the defender and cleared away. And suddenly now there's a chance for Mauro Valenti at the other end, but he's had his pocket picked by Mark Shelton, and Pools win it back. But that was a really enterprising break there for Pools in the early stages there. Could even have got themselves in front there in second minute, as the sun just peeks out from behind cloud on the far side. Barnet take the throw forward towards the halfway line. Picked up though by Southern Hills, and he tries to step inside, but he got cornered by a couple of Barnet players now, and it's broken kindly for Josh Walker on the edge of the box. This is danger. Josh Walker slips it inside, but Kitching gets there in the nick of time to whack it clear. Panic stations at the back there for a second for Pools. Dave El Paso King. Walker seems to be their danger man. We need to snuff him out. He has been lively in the opening minutes, the Barnet forward. Every time the ball's gone to him, it looks like we could be in danger. Here's Kitching. Ball into Toure's feet. He's lost out this time though. And Barnet come forward. It's Walker again on the right hand side this time. Houlihan going back with him to try and get the challenge in. He's fouled him, and that might be a yellow card for Houlihan. It is a yellow card for Houlihan. He slid in there, but Walker was too quick for him. And it's a free kick right on the right touchline here. Ball cleared away by Sweeney. Drops down for Houlihan. His header will only find Dunn though. And now Johnson moves across the left-hand side with the ball and tries to send it forward towards the run of Simeon Akinola, who's got away down the left-hand side. Little goes across to try and shut him down. Akinola releases it for Chutonda, whose cross is deep towards his near side. It might be kept in by Alexander. Alexander just about rescues it before it hits the byline. Donaldson comes across to close him down. Alexander trying to find the angle for a cross here. Donaldson trying not to let him pass, but Alexander storms in field. His shot is charged down, and it'll stay in. And I'm not sure why Dunn didn't quickly get across there, because in the end Houlihan is able to clear it against the Barnet midfielder and out to play for a goal kick. But that was a bit of danger there. Now Johnson back inside, playing through a gap and worked across the near side for Sweeney again. Sweeney plays the ball forward, but Pools win it back, and Featherston, oh no, that's not a foul. Featherston nicked the ball there, and the referee's given another free kick against Pools there, which is, even some of the Barnet fans are surprised at that one. The ball lifted over the top, and Odesina can't get there, and it's a good save by Beanie. He came out at the feet of Akinola there, and he's done well, the goalkeeper, because Akinola almost got him behind. Chutonda gets it away to the halfway line, but nobody in orange is that far advanced at the moment, and Little has space to collect the ball and work at right hand side now for Southern Hills. He scoops it forward, decent ball. Shelton's done well to take that one in his stride, right hand side of the penalty area, and he gets his cross in as well. Keena's waiting, he couldn't stretch high enough, and it comes off the top of his head, and Donaldson rescues it on the left touchline and whips a decent ball back into the middle, cleared away. On the halfway line, it's collected by Kitching now. Kitching lifts one over the top. Will it stay in for Donaldson? It will, but he's offside. Well, that was a dangerous moment there. Mark Shelton got his cross in from the right hand side. Keane takes the throw in quickly for Toure down the line. It's all very tight for Toure, but he's managed to work an angle to the byline, and his cross is towards the far post. And Keane, it's Shelton who's done well to rescue it. Now Southern Hills got Shelton there. He tees it up for the cross, low ball across. Oh, he's flashed it right, and nobody can get on the end of it. A really dangerous delivery across the 6-yard area from Mark Shelton, and nobody gambled. The game is toed and froed. Barnet have probably edged it in terms of, dangerous balls into the box, but Pools have, in the last 10 minutes or so, been a threat themselves. Mark Shelton's put a couple of good balls into the box. Ball flicked on. Oh, Barnet have suddenly got away down the left-hand side, and it's played inside, and there's a big chance here. Chutonda skips away from the ball, and the shot comes in, and it's blocked away. Well, Beanie's made the save there from Akinola, but there was a big shout for a penalty in the mix. I've got to say that. David Chutonda got into the box, looked like he might have been tripped, but it was saved by Beanie down to his left-hand side. Loach, right-footed forward then towards Akinola. Akinola's flick drops loose, and Featherstone trying to get there, but it's picked up well by Valetti. Oh, Houlihan's gone fouled, and he's going to get sent off, and pulls it down to 10 men here, and it's a red card. Gavin Houlihan is sent off. Well, he made his Pool's debut here as a substitute last season, and it was a strange decision from Gavin Houlihan. And how big a moment could that be? And that does change the complexion of things, and not only that, it's a free kick in a reasonably dangerous area. The referee Daniel Middleton actually sent 2 players off in his last game as well. I don't think Gavin Houlihan can have too many complaints. The free kick comes in, and Beanie goes across to collect it. Cleared away by Adams. Drops loose inside for Valetti now. In the way is Shelton. Pools are going to have to put a lot of work into the second half. It's a lovely ball by Shelton. And now suddenly a chance for Southern Hills to get forward down the right-hand side. Harker's in the middle. Not really many joining him so far, but Southern Hills goes inside. Nudges the ball square for Shelton. Back to Southern Hills. He tries to engineer a cross, but he was under pressure and he can't get the ball in the middle. And it's cleared away. Barnet come clear through the middle, and now the left-hand side is Valetti. Valetti has got Akinola to his left. He might use him as a decoy. The shot blocked, comes to Akinola, he gets it caught under his feet. Akinola still has it left side of the penalty area, trying to come in field. He gives it to the edge of the box for Dunn, who'll hit one. Shot deflects up in the air, comes on the left hand side again. Here's Walker now. Walker drives it across, and it's put behind by Odesina. Harker goes to close down. Pools having to work doubly hard in this second half. Harker's got a problem with his GPS device here. He's fishing into the back of his shirt. It's something that's causing him a bit of discomfort. Here on the left hand side now is Dunn. Dunn left hand side for Chutonda now, who's going to try and take on Southern Hills. He gets to the byline, and this is dangerous. He's gone right into the box and drills it into the side netting. Well, he opened things up for him really well himself there, but he couldn't provide the telling cross or shot. Simeon Akinola and Elliot Johnson are over this one. It's about 5 yards inside from the left corner of the 18-yard box, right on the fringe of the penalty area. Dave Challoner screaming and shouting some organisation information into the he's still furiously gesticulating, the Pools manager, as the shot comes in off the crossbar, and then the block from the follow-up. It's only as far as Alexander, who drills it back in, and it's deflected wide. Pools living on the edge there. Barnet getting closer. The Hartlepool fans are trying to do their bit at the other end and raise their team. It's out for a corner. Ball cleared away. Collected by Johnson on the right fringe of the 18-yard box. Ball in the middle is cleared away again. Then the volley comes in. It's blocked again, and it's shot in again from Dunn. And Harker gets it clear. Collected by the goalkeeper at the other end of the field. Loach sends it back forward. That was close for Barnet then. Akinola's wonderful free kick. Valetti's run into trouble there, and Pools escape through Harker now on the halfway line. Harker, brilliant footwork and to evade the defender. He runs towards the edge of the box and slides it in field for Shelton. Can Pools nick one on the break here. Toure back on his right foot, trying to find the angle for a shot. Just over. Some great work from Harker on the halfway line. Just cleverly evaded the challenge of the defender. Johnson places the ball down now. 63 minutes on the clock. Barnet have a right wing corner. It's whipped into the front post and it's bouncing around and it's forced in. And it's a goal, and would you believe it, Paul McCallum, just on the field, has scored with pretty much his first touch. A dream start for Paul McCallum. It was a scruffy goal, not a classic, but no one will care. 64 minutes gone. 20 minutes left here at the Hive. Pools trailing by a goal to nil. They're a man down as well. Can Pools do anything to get something out of this game? They've lost the ball on the far side. Toure ran into Alexander. His cross is very deep, but it's going to be collected by Sweeney on the near side. Sweeney turns into his left foot and trying to find the angle. He gives it to Chitonda to the byline. Chitonda chips one in. Beanie can't quite get there, and it's going to be, it's cleared off the line. Remarkable defending. I think it was Shelton there who blocked it on the line, was it? Well, it looked for all the world as if Barnet were going to make it 2-0 there, but it's cleared off the line. Throw in. Donaldson will take it. Toure makes himself available. Back to Donaldson now. The skipper whips across in. It's a decent one, and it's in! It's an own goal! And Sweeney glances it into his own net and pulls a level. It's flashed across goal by Donaldson. Pools all run to celebrate, and it's 1-1 here. Rob Harker seems to be trying to claim the congratulations, but it is a own goal. Cross on the right hand side for Sweeney. Pools have just sat in a little bit here now, and Barnet are coming forward. Shelton can't get the challenge in. Valetti gets to the ball right hand side. Donaldson and Kitchen go across to double up on him. Valetti though tries to find the angle for a cross. He gives it back to Alexander. He's got room to shovel it into the middle, and it's a header down. It's blocked by Featherstone, and it falls loose now on the edge of the box, and Dunn will strike it. Blocked behind by Shelton for a corner. Barnet coming again now. Barnet get it back on the halfway line. Slightly sloppy pass behind Alexander, but he will get there, the fullback. And he drives it forward long. Little steps off and judges it well to head it clear. Adams drives onto possession right hand side, but does well to keep it in actually for Valetti in the end. And Valetti's cross into the box is headed down and away by Little. Donaldson hooks it high towards the halfway line. Whacked back forward by Barnet. And Southern Hills is under pressure here, and the ball is pushed back across, and Barnet are back in front. And I can't see who it is who scored, I've no idea. But Barnet are back in front here. Well, it was Akinola who got the decisive touch in the middle. Pools only level for a little while before Barnet go back in front. Southern Hills right on the touchline, slips it down the line for Toure, who returns it inside for Southern Hills. Southern Hills gets into the box but then slips. Pulled over, he says, but nothing really given, and it's cleared away. McCallum tries to flick it on, but Little heads it back forward, and Donaldson turns to his right, looks to see Shelton, then goes back inside for Molyneux. Can he find a shooting distance? He can, but it's wide. Molyneux did well to get the ball out of his feet there, but it's a shot that went wide of the target. And McCallum turns away from Odesina there, and he's got towards the edge of the box, and he plays it right hand side. A chance for Valetti to sew it up here. The shot is blocked, and Hawks carries it clear. 4 minutes of stoppage time is up as Harker chases this one down. It's going to go all the way through to Loach, and that might just about do it for Barnet. Scott Loach has the ball in his hands. The referee has his whistle ready to blow. And that is it. Barnet have won the 3 points today, and it's a precious 3 points as well. It takes them above Pools in the National League table, and of course they still have 3 games in hand.